Come take a tour of this updated colonial in Windsor Locks, Connecticut with Brad the mortgage guy today.
That's me.
Come on in, we'd love to show you around. Let's start right outside.
What are you looking for when you first come up to a house?
Well, I'm a sucker for a good curb appeal, and this house has it. It's really cute with this front porch. I'm like vision myself sipping coffee outside.
Okay.
Yep. But I'll always take a look first at the roof.
Okay.
If I can tell anything about updated windows or siding, if I see any peeling paint, those are the first things and really big first impressions on the property.
Okay. All right. Well, let's head on inside then and take a look at the rest.
Come on, let's take a look around. So when you walk in, the first thing that strikes me about this house is the natural light throughout. There's all replacement windows, which is great, but really nice natural light throughout. The living room sets up great, in my opinion. They have a big sectional in here, so it feels really great. You can mount the TV right there, which is what they actually did.
Yeah, so you're looking for a big wall like that.
Yeah,
ultimately.
Not every living room sets up nicely,
Sure.
so that's an important thing to see in a property.
And this type of heat, if we come around the corner, this type of heat tells us we got what?
Yeah, so that's radiator heat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm familiar, so I love that.
So that's steam heat.
Yep.
Yep, so, we'll see gas oil when we get downstairs, and actually I'll explain that. But yep, steam heat throughout. This room here, I mean, there's just so many possibilities. They used it actually as a playroom. I don't know, I think it could be a really great home office or a formal dining room, but you might not even need it that way.
All right, let's look at these windows though real quick, because
Yeah.
this I love about replacement windows is the fact that you can just fold them out and the grids are inside. So when you're washing,
Yeah.
you literally from inside are washing them inside and out. So, and these are absolutely everywhere and they look like they're in great condition.
Great condition, yep.
So,
Yeah.
all right, let's head on over to
All
the
right,
kitchen.
head into the kitchen.
So this place looks pretty renovated here, this kitchen area.
No, they fully renovated the kitchen. It's got the quartz counters, all new cabinets, new appliances, replacement flooring. So, and I love the eat-in space. Just from an entertaining perspective, like having a nice eat-in space is really important.
In kitchens, when I come in, I always want to look at like, all right, what do I like and what I don't like? Like, I think the colors in here are great, but if I didn't like the colors in here, that's an easy fix.
Easy fix,
right?
yeah.
If I don't like the appliances, which again, these are nice black stainless appliances, if I don't like the appliances, a little bit more expensive.
A little bit more expensive. Still an easy fix, but yes, a little more expensive. I often tell buyers though, you really want to buy location. Like this house is located in a great neighborhood location.
Sure.
You can't pick up a house and move it. So they've done the heavy lifting here for their buyers, which is great. And that's going to give them really great feedback on value and the number of buyers interested in the property. But pick up a house and move it. So,
That is true.
you just got to weigh out what your must-haves in a kitchen are for sure. Yeah. So we're going to head on down to the basement this way.
So one of the first places I always come is to the electrical panel. I'm not sure why, because what do I know, right?
Okay, so we've got 100 amp service here. We've got our sub over here, but it's all 100 amp service into the house. Yep.
All right, and then behind you, I've got a gas meter.
Gas meter.
Natural gas.
Yeah, so the house actually, natural gas is available. We'll see here in a minute, the house is actually oil for the heat.
Yep.
But they did bring in natural gas, so that, you notice upstairs, that stove is a gas stove. So that services just the stove, that's all it services. So it's interesting, we have 3 different sources of not fuel, but you have electric heat in the kitchen.
Yep.
The rest of the house is run on the oil, and then this gas just services the stove. But the good news is when you need to replace that boiler, that steam boiler we saw, you can convert to natural gas if you like. So,
All right, and then we have over here a sump pump, which is pretty normal for most areas around here, which is great. And it looks dry and it's clean down here. And you don't smell a musty smell or anything like that.
Yeah, no, it's like a very clean basement.
That's
Especially
great.
the house was built in 1917 and it's got a great feel.
And then laundry's down here.
Laundry.
And then we have over here, so around here we have our oil
tanks, So again, your boiler, not your furnace, your boiler, because it's a steam system, is run off of the oil. But again, when this goes and you go and replace your boiler, you could update it to natural gas if you choose.
Okay, perfect.
And water heater was replaced in 2023, so that's a really nice upgrade as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, well, I guess let's head on upstairs.
All right.
All right, so as we came up these stairs, 2 things that I noticed. One is the stair treads. I like that for wood stairs especially, just for a little bit extra traction. And then also, if somebody's getting FHA financing, they're going to require a handrail there, which is common that they don't have it, but it's super cheap to put in.
Super cheap to put in.
Yeah.
And that's something a homeowner can choose to do ahead of time, just so you don't have like a re-inspection when it comes to that appraisal for not a lot of dollars.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's head on into one of the bedrooms here.
So floors throughout, hardwood throughout. They're really nice condition too. So we're in the primary bedroom.
Yes.
Certainly, this is a great size room.
Yeah.
And that's something I always look at is the size of the bed they have in the room, because if this was taped up edge to edge, you'd say, all right, this is like a queen size bed. You can't really go any bigger.
Yeah.
But honestly, you could put 2 nightstands on either side of the dresser. You could even get a king size bed in here, or dresser over here, or tall dresser there. Lots of options there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And when you're in bedrooms, you're looking at closet space. You want to envision yourself there and can fit all my stuff.
Yeah.
And then also, I guess, blinds too, like, right? This one, I'm guessing it comes with these blinds that are custom made for these windows.
Blinds typically remain. Curtains could go either way, but blinds typically remain. But that is a nice feature to have blinds. And I gotta say, like, I know I mentioned natural light downstairs. I think personally, natural light in the bedrooms are also really important.
Yeah.
Just to give you that light, airy feeling in your house, especially if you don't have overhead lights.
Yeah. I like waking up to the sun coming in. Like, you're at a hotel, you want blackout windows, and you want to just be dark and sleep in forever.
Yeah.
But when you're at home, you got to wake up for work. It's nice to have the sun come in, and it just creates that morning for you. All right, let's take it to the other bedroom.
All right.
So I'll say there's not too much more to cover necessarily for this bedroom, but one thing I like is that when you've got a roof sitting here right at the windows, you can really, without having done an inspection first, you're just looking at this house, you can really see the condition of the roof here.
And this roof's only about 2 years old, so it's another really high quality, high cost replacement. Something important to look for in a property.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, let's head over to the other bedroom.
Yep, so the house is a total of 3 bedrooms and a bath that's been updated. And if you head around the corner over there, there is this door here. It's not a closet, it's a walk-up attic.
Oh, okay, that's kind of cool. Extra storage.
Extra storage, yeah.
So we're gonna end here in the yard.
In the yard, really nice level lot.
Yep.
You've got your 1-car garage here, but this is really spectacular. And it's all public utilities, public water and public sewer. So you're not thinking about a well here or a septic. You know, that's something I always try to point out to my buyers. Like, sometimes you might have a really great yard, but the septic's here and limits your use. So being all public utilities, you can really do with this what you want.
And I see a bulkhead there too. Sometimes you see no bulkhead and just not very easy access to the basement.
Yeah,
so that's
so
nice
convenient.
to have.
Yeah, totally.
Absolutely.
Totally.
Picture your crew here, whoever that might be.
Yeah.
And maybe sitting around your fire or whatever it is, sipping some wine or something.
I love
Vodka.
it. Yeah.
I love it. All right.
Yeah, this is a really, really great property. Brad, I think this house would be a really great candidate for some time to own funds, right?
Yeah, probably. I mean, this is a perfect home. $25,000 available from the state of Connecticut for first-time home buyers.
So great.
I mean, that's just phenomenal.
That's awesome.
So, yeah, somebody's looking, just hit me up. We'll see what we can do for them. But I appreciate you showing us around here. This place
thanks
looks
for
great.
coming out. Thanks for joining us today. We'll see you next time, Windsor Locks.